Being a college student can be an awfully daunting task. Very often it's your first time away from home, and you're trying to find some way to manage classes and work groups, studying, tests, and of course squeeze in a little bit of social time. Just a little bit. But imagine being a military veteran and trying to make that transition from war zone to learning zone. Without question, a very different kind of educational environment, and one that possesses a unique set of challenges. In 2008, at the age of 22, Chris Day enrolled at the University of Maryland, arriving on campus with a set of experiences that were dramatically different from those of most incoming freshmen. While many of his new peers had spent the previous 4 years in typical teenage pursuits, Day had been thrust into a dark and frightening world. On security details in Afghanistan, he was assigned to intercept enemy vehicles and improvised explosives, like those that had already claimed the lives of soldiers in his Army unit.
You're just scanning your lane for 12 to 15 hours, and it's 100 jillion degrees. Just being on alert, like fight or flight, on alert all the time.
3 months after his deployment ended, Chris Day was living in a College Park dorm, but the change didn't bring the expected relief.
I've been told that, because I've been to war, that anything must be a piece of cake because I don't have bullets flying over me or missiles or whatever. But my toughest transition wasn't going from being a high school kid to going in the military. My hardest was coming out and just being on campus.
The winding down of wars in Iraq and Afghanistan and expanded educational benefits under the new GI Bill are bringing record numbers of veterans to college and universities across the country. The University of Maryland has made a special commitment to helping veterans negotiate the challenges of life on campus.
These service members have all given so much of their lives, their time, their sacrifice of their family, that when they come back, after serving to pursue an education, the least that we can do is provide a supportive environment to foster their success.
With support from the U.S. Department of Education, the University of Maryland has made a commitment to becoming a center of excellence for serving student veterans' needs.
And those needs were not just going to be met by the military and the VA, but they had to be met by the campus community.
I think that's one of the important components of our having a vet center. They've got a place that they can go to, and people who they can talk to about their experience who understand.
One of the most helpful things that I found when I was having the most trouble was just being introduced to all the resources that are on campus. You could go to the Writing Center with nothing and leave with an outline that sounded halfway intelligent.
A student-run organization called TerpVision sponsors social gatherings and service activities, as well as career fairs.
We all may not have served together, but we had some of the same experiences. So finding people on campus that shared similar experience was key for my success.
And vets are succeeding. Veterans are staying at the university and graduating in higher numbers than comparable groups of non-traditional students. And they're going on to apply their talents and commitment to service in new ways. Chris Day recently started a job as a high school phys ed teacher.
The support I received from University of Maryland really helped boost my confidence levels and help my transition from being a professional soldier to a professional teacher, and I'm really thankful for that.